Yo, what the hell's up? Welcome back to Reviews with Jake, where I just got done watching Heretic. What I enjoyed about this movie was the gripping score, meticulous sound design, very solid tension building, as well as some very good debate and dialogue, driven by very strong performances, particularly that of Hugh Grant. I personally have been really enjoying the career arc that he's been undergoing, from starting off as that nervous, eccentric British dude in rom-coms, all the way to recently seeing him pop up as villains in movies like The Gentleman, Dungeons and Dragons, and now this. But oddly enough, it all works all the same. Like, it's kind of like the Doppler-Dahmer theory from How I Met Your Mother, if you've seen that. I mean, I can't imagine another actor embodying this enigma, interesting, weird character like Hugh Grant did. However, on the other hand, I thought that the film made a lot of strange decisions in terms of some of the camera placement, framing, as well as some lighting decisions. I also thought that the character work was rather thin and also required a lot of suspension of disbelief and convenience. And at the end of the day, I don't think it really amounted to something as satisfying as I was hoping it would be, especially after such a wordy watch that it was. Don't get me wrong, wordy watches are my jam. I love dialogue-driven media. I mean, Midnight Mass, a lot of people knock it because they think it's just a lot of people talking. But me personally, I think that's the best thing Mike Flanagan ever made, because Mike Flanagan is just really good at choosing the words in these dialogue-driven scenes. This film was good in this regard. It had a lot of compelling conversation and argument, but it wasn't perfect. There was a lot of times where I felt like there was another voice in the room besides the two girls and Hugh Grant, and that was the writers. Flanagan is the master of disguising a lot of the words that he's writing to make it sound like the characters that he has fabricated on screen. And a lot of times in this movie, that wasn't the case. It felt like the words that were being said did not come from the lips of a character we've gotten to know throughout the course of the runtime. It came straight from the pen. Don't get me wrong, I struggle with this all the time. I'm in the midst of struggling with it right now with the film that I'm writing. I write something, I think it is a banger. I'm like, man, mic drop. And then I read it back in its entirety, and I'm like, people just don't talk this way, do they? Damn. And that's the difference. You can hide a lot of words in a single scene if you can embed them, hide them within the characters. And this film, from my perspective, struggled with that from time to time for whatever reason. Could it have been the thin character work, that we don't really know a lot about the three characters that we spend the duration of the runtime with? Yeah, probably. But also, could it have been the editing? Yeah, also a component. Why? Well, it all comes down to the goals of the filmmaker. With Midnight Mass, Flanagan's goals that he was trying to achieve in these dialogue-driven moments is that emotional connection with the characters. That's why he lets it go unbroken on the actors, because it's like a real character sitting in there. There's no movie magic to break it up and diminish that. That wasn't the goals of this movie, though, in these dialogue. The dialogue here is to build uneasiness, to build tension. And that's what you get with the cutaways that he added in here. It ruins the emotional connection you have. That's lacking. But you get the tension. At the end of the day, this is a horror movie, and that's the emotional feeling you're supposed to get while watching it. It comes at a cost. All that being said, all in all, I had a good time with this movie. It didn't blow my socks off or anything, but I was happy while watching it. I was happy for the Iowa boys behind the camera to get back into the win column. That's just good old-fashioned home cooking. Smells of blueberry pie. But that is just me. What do you think? Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with new reviews coming real soon. Stay safe. Thanks for checking in.